Right, so I said I'd come and do not an arty channel because it's still on the same channel, but start showing my art stuff on a Friday for those of you who are interested in art and maybe not the so-called conspiracy theorist sort of things I talk about, but I do talk about random stuff as well if you're new. And if you don't like that sort of stuff, it doesn't matter, you can join me on a Friday because I'm not going to be talking about it on a Friday. So, and it's all right for people to have different opinions. We can all still come together. So, I did say I'd fix my Follow Your Art onto my top. I've glued it on with fabric glue and I'm just stitching around it because I was going to paint on the top, but I thought it'd be easier if I just stick it on. I don't want to repaint it again. So, it's sort of put on, sort of, it'll do for today. That's why I'm not showing it properly, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, it was this that I painted ages ago. Follow Your Art. So I said I'd wear my Follow Your Art top when I'm doing my arting stuff. So it's just going to be a quick one today. I've got some stuff to show you that I've been doing, just a little bit. I'm going to do, this is probably what I'll do every Friday. I'll show you stuff that I've been doing in the week or whenever. Then I'm going to do a tiny little page of quick intuitive art, so I don't know what it's going to be myself, and then we're going to go into collaging. But when I do collaging, when I do the little bit of art and collaging, I'll turn the camera so you can probably see my hands, and sorry if my nails aren't done again, they weren't last time, they normally are, so I don't need any comments about that. Show you what I did the last one, then we'll go into the collage. The paintings that I'm going to show you that I started, I will show you next week when they're finished. So every week I'll show you what I did the week before, if you get what I'm saying. So, follow your art. Anyone can do art. It's more about following your art, follow your heart, follow your art, because it comes from your heart, it comes from your soul, whatever you want to say it is. And just let yourself go. Just be intuitive. That means just let it flow. Don't think about what you're putting on the paper. As soon as you think, you get stuck. And I was going to come live today, but I'm a little bit tired. So I just thought I'd do this. Sometimes I'll be live, sometimes I won't. So sorry about that, but I'm feeling a bit tired. I was really full of energy this morning. So I'm like, oh, there's a few other things as well. So I'm feeling a bit tired. So I just thought I'd do this now while I'm still vibing before I start going, woof, have a bit of a slump. Or I'll just have another drink of tea. So sorry about that, peeps, but some I'll come live and some I won't, because like I said, I can't afford to be live streaming all the time. So, art-wise, I did ask for messages today. You know what I'm like on my channel, messages about certain stuff, and I was very happy to get my message received in a song this morning. Some people might think this is mad. I had to go and get some paints from down the road. I was coming back. Oh no, it was this morning. Making a cup of tea in the morning. Sun was out, looked beautiful. Caught it in the tree, looked beautiful. All I could see was birds flying around everywhere. I've got to think about birds at the minute. Birds flying around everywhere. Bird song everywhere, which I did catch on my phone if I can find it. There it is behind here. And that says a lot to me, bird song, because I asked for good things coming, you know, for everything. And my message was, well, I'll tell you what my message was, because I got it in a song form as well, just before I go on. Was, I'll just play, find it. What I heard outside my door this morning was, let me see, this, first thing this morning, if you can hear the birds. Because I was being mindful and listening. And when I went out today to get some paints, I was listening on the way back and all I could hear was bird song. And then I got in, where have I wrote this down actually on a little piece of paper. I got in and, just let me see if I can find it. Probably lost it now. I remember. Oh, it's here. I was thinking about something, and then I looked at my clock on my phone, and it said 11:17. Now, a friend of mine has the number 11, I have 17, and it was 11:17. I was just laughing. As I was laughing at that, the song came in my head, Bob Marley, Everything's Gonna Be Alright. Then I started singing that, then I got in, put that song on, started dancing around the kitchen while I was making me breakfast. Then, straight after that song on YouTube came Michael Jackson, straight after, so I didn't put it on, Man in the Mirror. If you don't know me, that was my favourite Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror, because it is about looking at yourself. You'll change the world if you take a good look at yourself. We're the ones that can change the world. And in that message of the Michael Jackson song, it does say, in one of the choruses, because when you close your heart, you cannot close your mind. Meaning, you need to open your heart, everybody does, and then you'll close your mind off, because your mind is the one thing that distracts you, worries you, and keeps you in fear. So that's all I'm going to say. There's a few other things that happened today, which I was like, yes, putting them intentions out there and asking and you receive, asking you will receive. So anyway, into the art. So today, I think I started this yesterday. And this isn't the finished product. It's just layering up with layers of acrylic, but obviously you can see what it's going to be. It's going to be a little fairy girl or something in a garden. So this was just a mini one done on bristle board, which looks like canvas material, but like thin, like a cardboardy thing. Because I will be putting some of these up for sale. I might be putting words on different things. I'll show you the finished product when I've done them, but they look like this. And they're just a nice little size, because if you want to paint or whatever it is that you want to do, I'm thinking start off small and then get used to it. Because if you just end up doing a big painting like the one I had behind me, that's what's taken me ages, it's a bit daunting. Although you can do it, but... So this is what I'll be doing. I'll be showing you stuff, and then next week, or maybe in the week, you never know, I'll be showing you the finished, what it looks like after, so you get to see it sort of in between, and then the finished product, or the start, the middle and the beginning. So that was on that. So that was that one. So you'll see that when it's finished. The next one was, these are some of the canvas styles I'm going to be selling, because they're small enough to post before I do big ones, and I think they're quite a cute size for now. And then I might get bigger and bigger, we'll just see. So this one is very bright and colourful. When I was in my vibing this morning, I was like, this is how I felt this morning. It's not finished yet. It won't look, I like it like this, but it is nowhere near finished. I will show you as things happen to it, magical things happen to it. You'll see what I mean when you see it. But this was how I felt today. It was just intuitive, which means just letting yourself go, putting marks on there, layering up, not thinking about anything, because once you start thinking, things just get in the way. So you've just got to let yourself go, in the flow, just be in the flow of energy. Don't think, just do. So this at the minute looks like this. I quite like it like that, but it is nowhere near finished, so I will be showing you that when I've finished it. Okay? This is just a little short art thing. I haven't got a lot of art to show today. So what I'm going to do next is, before I get to the collaging, which you can join in with, I may come maybe Sunday or next week and do one live, but not tonight. I was going to, but I changed my mind, so I'll go with how I feel at the time. So anyway, I've just took a book page in this book that I'm not reading anyway, and I just thought, right, I randomly stuck these bits of tissue paper down, and then I just put these feathers on here. I sort of had an idea what I think it might be, but I'm just going to sit here, draw on it, paint a bit on it, and just see what happens. But I'm not going to finish it off because I'll have to let it dry, and then I can show you next week how that page ended up. Just to show you the process. And I don't do this a lot, so I'm learning as well, so you can just see. And then I'm going to go on, because I've ripped some pages out, and do a little bit of collaging in the collaging book. So about to turn around now. Let's see. I'm probably going to have to lower you down. You're not going to see me now. So, because I've got to try and twist you. Let's see if this works again. I've got to get a tripod, people. I keep saying this. So let's see. Right, you need to be a bit lower. Actually, let me see if I can higher. Let's see if I can do this. Oh. See if I can higher this up. If I put this hat box on here, hopefully, no rubbish on it. Just move this out the way. Not knocking anything off. There we go. Might be a little bit too high, I'm not sure. Let me check if I can hire. See, you've just got to use what you've got. I'll put you on some books. See if this is that better? Oh, balancing trick. So, oh, I just haven't got professional things, but there you go. So let me see. I'll have to do it from this angle, see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can do this. So, I'm going to sort of, it's hard for me to do it, how do I do it, like this? If I do that, so I can see it, where would I put you? It's hard for me to do what I'm trying to do on here, but I'll have a go. Right, I'm just going to have to do it, aren't I? So, I'm just going to randomly do this. And I'm doing this really quickly, so I don't know what it's going to come out like. And it's very hard for me to draw at this angle, trying to hold on to this. I don't knock this off, but let's see. So sort of really randomly putting a face in here. I did print a little feather on the head there, one up there. That'll be some hair. I don't know how this is going to end up, because like I said, this is just a quick random one, and I'll show you next week how it ended up. So, I don't know. So, there we go. So, I'm going to slap a bit of paint on it. So, it looks like that at the minute. Just get a little bit of paint out, just a little bit. Let's have a look. I will have to get a tripod or something because this angle is terrible. But for now, it will just have to do. My favourite colour is pink, so I'm going to have a bit of pink. This is just a quick mini little bit of a arty thing going on, a bit of green, I don't know what colour. I'm not really thinking, I'm just grabbing out of here. I'll just go with that for the minute, see what happens. So, I'm just gonna lob it on. Not really thinking about it, I'm just blobbing it on. Blobbing it on. Let's see. So, let me just show you. Just need to get some more white. I'm just blobbing the colour on. I know you can't really see much at the minute, you know, So get some more white. I'm going to try and it'll look totally different again when I start, I need a bit of yellow. Tweaking it, you know, adding layers and all that stuff that you do to build it up. That's why it can look weird at first. Just go in here on her neck, because we all, if you don't know me, I like to sort of paint whimsical stuff, so, you know, that's the sort of stuff I like to do. So she may be looking a bit odd at the minute. I'm just doing this really, really quickly. It's just about having a go and stuff. If you can see, I'm not thinking about it too much, even if I'm going over what I've drawn, because I can go back in. You might be thinking, what is she doing? I don't really know what I'm doing. You can use your fingers. It sort of smooths it in a bit. I'm not squirted enough paint out. So what I'll probably do is, I'll just finish this off now very, very quickly, because I'll show you next week how it turned out. Let's put a bit of blusher on. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect either. Sometimes the messier the better, because people get so hooked up on, oh, it's got to be perfect. These sort of paintings don't have to be perfect, because they're not real life, and that's what I like about them. They're like out of your imagination, so it doesn't really matter. So, well, you can't really see what is going on much, and it might look weird, but it all comes together in the end. It can look a bit ugly before it ends up looking anything near, I think, that you like it. It's just because you've got to keep putting the layers in. So I'm going to leave it at that and let it dry, so you can sort of see what's going on, I think. I'll show you, I'll bring it over. Sort of see what's going on. You can use your fingers, it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong way of arting and painting. I don't care what they say. Yes, you might need to learn about colours and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, messing around and experimenting is what it's all about. That's the fun of it, you know. So there's no right or wrong way. Like, I've just gone over her eyes. It doesn't matter, because I'll be going over it with different layers anyway, and then bringing the features out again. So it doesn't matter. You mess up, you can paint over it. Like I said, this is not real life. It doesn't really matter how it comes out. I like the imagination, sort of fairyland imagination, dream world sort of thing. So far, it looks like this. So I'm going to leave that now, because it's got to dry. I might put a bit of colour up here actually on this feather. And then I shall show you next time. Put a bit of yellow in, that's nice, bit bright yellow. See, it's just random. Go with the flow. So I'm going to leave that as it is, and I'll show you that next week. So remember that I had that one going. So next thing is collaging, and this is the same. We just go with the flow. Now, obviously, I have picked some. This was from the last time I did it, so it was just right. I'm really gonna try and get. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have to take this down. I can't do it like this. Let me see. I don't know how I did this last time. I'm gonna try. It's a little bit too high. just obviously think I need to take you off the box because that's all you're on. So just put you up there a minute. I'm not a professional like I always say, so you know, this is just real life in the moment of faffing about with filming this. So let's see, is this any better? Yeah, that's a bit, I think that's a bit better. Sorry, I've got the mirror, yeah, and I've just zoomed in on it. Let me see, I didn't even know I could do that. Oh, right, so this is a bit easier for me. I'm going to turn you, right, I don't know if we want in or out. No, I don't want it to be too blurry either. Right, let me see if I stand you up on one book, if that helps rise it a little bit. Yeah, that'll have to do for now, people. Sorry about that, but that'll have to do. So, it was this one, with random strips of paper going down, and then I just cut some words out and some people out. So today, because I'm going on the theme of this intuitive painting malarkey, it's like my Buddha on the table. I've moved it round there, so I've got all my art and stuff on the table, and my lovely little fern I got the other day. So I sort of randomly just, the bits of paint I had out today when I was painting, I just slapped on this page and did this quick doodle. So it's very cute, you know what I'm like. So I'm sort of gonna cover it up with some of my collage papers, so we'll just see what it ends up looking like. I'm going to try and leave bits of it, but we'll just see. So here we go. So to save time, I have selected some papers and then I'm just going to put them in. And funnily enough, it's about creating. So I managed to get this little picture of, in a magazine, of, you know, your crafty stuff, birds, because I was talking about birds before, bird songs, very important. This that I'm going to stick in the words because I love it, because it says, creativity, feel the flow, because that's what I was talking about. And it says, I'm just going to come back up and read it out to you to why I'm speaking, is creativity has a mystique. It's not something easily pinned down. For those who have a creative job or hobby, it can feel like an essence that brings you joy. It brings me joy every day. It just makes me so happy. But it can just as mysteriously slip through their fingers. Finding that drive can be tricky, but an unexpected dip in inspiration doesn't have to mean waiting around for the spark to return. There are plenty of ways to encourage those innovative, well, I can't even say it now. Innovative, you know what I'm like, it's gone. Juices to flow on more. Like I said, taking walks in nature, maybe watching something on TV, it can spark your inspiration. Sometimes if you sat there getting art block, painter's block, I don't know what you call it, just go for a break, go in your garden or go for a little short walk or watch something. It might just inspire, you know, when you're watching a film, I like fantasy films and stuff like that, so it might inspire you to go and do something. So that's a good idea. So anyway, back to it. So I've got that. So all I'm going to do is rip this. I don't really, sometimes I like putting it, sometimes I like just ripping it like this. So I'm going to actually use those words, because you can use words. I like this like sort of snowflakey ice on this flower or whatever it is, this plant, because it's been snowing in the UK. And I have been talking about water and ice on the cats, you know, if you know what I'm talking about. Dr. Inutu. So I'm going to use that. So I've ripped that out. I've got the bird. I'm going to try and not cut today. See, just hold it like this. I'm going round the bird. Because you don't always have to be cutting like squares out and things. I'm just going to use, I'm not using scissors today. A bit of a pattern. So I'm just, I don't know. I'm not really thinking. Strips. I like these pink flowers. So I'm going to have a bit of, can't have enough of pink girls. I'm just going to randomly take some pieces out. This is gorgeous. This is, look at him. He's beautiful. Got to think about birds at the minute. I keep thinking about getting one, like I said, but I can't get one yet because if I go for a little trip, I can't get a new bird and then, you know, go somewhere. So I have to wait. It's a little gorgeous little kingfisher. It's beautiful. Look at this little face. Sorry, that's how I talk, you know, when you want to talk to animals. So there he is. I'm going to try my best not to rip him because I'm not using scissors, but I like that, quite rough like that. See him? And then I've got these little cacti. I'm not going to do that yet, I might put that in. Then I've got the words creating because that's what we're talking about and I love creating, so I'm just going to actually take those words out of there. And that's why I like the magazines that I get. Not that you have to use certain magazines because you don't. And I'm going to use the word friendship because I think it's making new friendships on YouTube and everywhere else. I don't know why, I just want those words on here. So I'm going to do this quite quickly, slap it on with this matte medium, and then next week you will see the finished page. You know, if I add anything to it in the week, I just like to show you sort of how I just randomly sort of slap things on the page because you've just not got to think about, you've not really got to think about, I mean, obviously I was thinking about, you know, I want it as a creative page, and this brush is rubbish, not using that one, because that's what I'm talking about, but you really don't have to really do anything. Sometimes you get, you know, like if it's a blank page, like, oh, I don't know, that's why sometimes it's nice to put colour on. I don't mean doing all this, just slap some colour on. So I'm not really going to think about it, I'm just randomly going to put this on. So I'm going to stop talking now and just do it. You can use any glue, guys, so Pritt Stick or PVA glue, you know, just all you need. Magazines, a book, whatever you're doing it in, glue, a spreader or a brush. I'm using a brush, and go for it. Quite cute, they look like little flowers or something. So you're not really thinking, just going quickly. If I was thinking about it, it'd be going quite slow. Oops, no. Oh, another little birdie. Maybe it can sit on her head. In her hair. You can be really neat about it if you want, but I'm not really being neat. I'm just doing it quickly. A bit more of this pattern. It's got a pattern on the other side as well, which is good. Just to go in with this pattern on this side a little bit. Maybe these are flower stems, I don't know. and thinner, depending on which way you rip them. And I like when you get the white edging as well, sometimes like this, from the paper. All just adds to the texture, people. I'll just put one there. And I had, I was going to put this in, wasn't I? What am I going to do? I'll just go over that. See, sometimes you'll line things up and you'll end up going over what you've, and it seems pretty random because I've just got this art bit going down there, but I'm not bothered, and I'm just covering this up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. You can draw on this after I've had bits and bobs, so like I said, it's going to look totally different after anyway. I think I'm coming to the end of the bit, so I may just slap this in. I'm going to bend it into the page, so I'm going to go across here. See, if I was doing it myself, the book would be flat. I'm doing it for you, so it is a bit difficult for me, but I'm going to crease this down here, so when I fold the book and open it, it's going to go right across the page, hopefully. Doesn't matter if it doesn't. Even if I ripped it in half and then put the other bit on the other side, it doesn't really matter. But you see how quick it is? Obviously, I'd be taking a little bit more time if I wasn't doing it on camera. I don't know how long I've got, so I'm just showing you. And doing it fast shows you the point that I'm just going with the flow and I'm not really thinking too much about. I'm just adding some random bits of colour off these bits of paper. And I'm going to use this bit off the bottom there just because it sort of mingles in. I'm not going to use it, I'm just going to use it to add a bit more to this. Use it the other way around, not the way it's meant to be. Just because it's got them sort of colours in this side, the same on there. I will put this up to the camera in a minute. So, was that all the bits I've used? Did I have anything else? Oh yeah, the last bits, I just wanted to use some of these little succulents and that because I do like my plants. So, like I said, I'm not using scissors, so sometimes you'll see me using scissors, sometimes not, but I just want to, you know, if you really want to go around the outside of your, it doesn't really matter because you can add paints and stuff and do so much. Like I said, when I show you again this page, it'll probably look totally different. So she's got some nice little plants now. See, I'm not trying to cover this little character I've created there. Let's see if I can get one more plant in. And then I'm going to go. Oh, and I've just found some words, which is great as well. This is a bit ripped, but like I said, doesn't matter. Slap it in. Just adds interest, that's what it's about. Texture and interest. And then I've just seen make more time for yourself. So what I am going to do is I probably will use the scissors for this because I'll probably end up ripping it. I just like those words, so I'm going to use them quickly because you can use the words out of magazines as well, especially if you don't like your own handwriting. So just do this quickly. I'm not doing it neat. Make time for yourself, and that's like saying make time for your art. There isn't really an excuse. You can do a 5-minute page, you can do, you know, before you go to bed, while you're watching telly. You could be just sketching while you're watching telly, anything. It doesn't have to be hours and hours of doing something. That's why I'll be showing you the little mini pictures that I do as well, because it's not anything too long. So let's put this on. Make more. Stick it there, it'll fit there. Make more time for yourself. So I think that looks pretty cool. So there it is. So let's have a look what's happened so far. Like I said, things might be added, a bit more paint or something, I don't know. I'll see what flows when it's all dried. If I go back to it, I might just leave it like this. So there's a finished picture. Hope you can see it. Right, so bring you back up again. This is a pain. Ugh. I have to put you on a box, so hang on a minute. This is ridiculous. Right, so this just shows you how unprofessional I am, but there you go, that's just me. Probably making you sick now. Right. Oh, God. Anyway, so I'll show you from this angle. So there it is, the finished picture. I think it's very pretty. I love it. I think it's really cute. So, have a go. Like I said, Fridays will be follow your art, like follow your heart, because that comes from the heart. Because when you're in the flow, it's just what's coming out of you. It can be your emotions if you want to do, and if you're feeling a bit, even if it's a dark one, it doesn't matter. Get it out, put it on paper, and that's what you can do. If you think you're not good at drawing, which everybody is good at everything, you are all fabulous, is use pictures out of magazines, like I've said before. So I'm going to go. Sorry about I was going to come live, but I am feeling a bit tired. And like I said, if I'm feeling something and I don't want to do it, I won't. So for anyone that was going to come over for a live chat, sorry, but you probably will be seeing me tomorrow on the other side, not the art side, the old, I think I've got a few things to report about on you know what. So I'll see you there tomorrow. But today was follow your art. And next time I do it, I'll do a live one, and we can have a chat. And if you want to join in, you can join in. So I will show you the finished stuff next week, and we'll just see what pops into my head next week. I'll probably start doing challenges and things in the end and stuff like that. So, and link it, giving you my email address if you want to send any pictures, so I can show people, because that will be nice, like I did the other day. So I'll see you soon, and get arting. Follow your art. Bye.